animation is caricature. Good caricature picks out the elements that are the essence of the statement and remove everything else. It's not simply about reproducing reality, it's about bumping it up. One of the reasons I wanted Lou to be the production designer of this film is because he has a fantastic sense of flat 2D graphics.
It was really dictated by how far Brad would go with stylizing the characters and still have you believe that those characters could be in real jeopardy and have those real kinds of relationships.
It's not about looking realistic. It's about committing to a design and a character and the animation, committing to that.
When I think of all the characters and their unique frustrations, that's what most appeals to me about the movie. You could really empathize with any one of these characters.
When we started on the film, we didn't really know what it was going to be. It was just, what's the best design?
Both Tony Fucilli and Teddy Newton are excellent character designers, and they come at it from two different directions. Teddy got involved very early on The Incredibles, and he's all over the film.
I usually don't just do drawings of characters. I'll try to come up with maybe a gag I could put that character in. It helps me kind of understand who the character is. And then their faces start coming out of that.
I think Teddy's collages have been a good source of inspiration. The boldness of the design we've continued to use throughout the movie.
I like calling them paper cutouts because when I do a collage, I like to just kind of use it as the colors or the textures. They were very quick and they could keep a very stylized shape, whether it's that little hook on the end of Helen's hair or it's Bob's dome-like head or it's Dash's point to the hair or Jack's little hair gives him sort of a spring, you know, just because the shape feels like it's kind of a bouncier shape than someone like Rick Dicker, where all the shapes are sunken, and Tony would really kind of flesh that out.
Tony comes at it from the point of view of an animator, somebody that has got to move things around so he imagines a design dimensionally.
Bob originated with the drawing of Lou. This sort of Egyptian flat, cool drawing, kind of like a combination of a Greek god and Craig T. Nelson, you know, watering the lawns. The first thing Brad told me is if you can get that to move, to work in 3D, I think we've got it. So the first thing I did was do some rotation on paper of Bob, and then did a head, an actual sculpture of the head.
One of the dramatic things that makes this work unusual and kind of otherworldly is there's all these things that really don't happen in people quite this dramatically, like this straight line down his nose. It's stuff you see, you see people that have something like that, but this is the way you would draw it if you're drawing it very quickly in a cartoon.
If you look at Bob's eyebrow all the way down his nose, there's kind of a ledge there. If he doesn't make an expression, if he's got sort of a neutral face, it almost looks like a Roman helmet. But then he moves around, it's fleshy.
You know, our characters don't have dentures, our characters don't have little hemispheres of white. They have teeth, and some of them have British teeth. They have very realistic teeth.
Well, we had someone actually take photographs of everybody in the studio who would be willing to let us shoot their teeth. With that information, we were able to go in and do stylized versions of these teeth.
I love these characters, and they're there. I mean, I loved them when they were just line drawings, and now they're real.
I think the characters look wildly different from one another, but I think they all feel part of the same universe.